What impact did Donald Trump have on the Republican Party? Did his influence attract fresh support and bolster the party's standing, or did it instigate internal conflicts and challenges? Join me as I explore whether Donald Trump emerged as a much-needed savior for the GOP, or whether his tenure brought unforeseen difficulties within the party's rank. Stay tuned. Donald Trump's entrance into the 2016 Republican primary was met with skepticism and disregard by many within the GOP establishment. Labeled an outsider due to his lack of political experience, Trump defied expectations with his unconventional approach. His use of provocative rhetoric, politically incorrect statements, and a confrontational debate style catapulted him into the spotlight. As the primaries unfolded, Trump's momentum surged, eventually dominating the field and securing victory in state after state, ultimately becoming the party's nominee. The 2016 presidential election was a turning point. Despite losing the popular vote by nearly 3 million, Trump's strategic focus on key battleground states handed him an electoral college victory by only a total of 60,000 deciding votes in competitive races. His presidency was marked by a disruptive style, sidelining traditional Republican figures in favor of controversial and unconventional appointments. Trump's clashes with prominent GOP members like Liz Cheney and Mitt Romney further polarized the party, creating deep rifts within its ranks. The aftermath of the 2020 election showcased the repercussions of Trump's presidency. His refusal to concede, coupled with unsubstantiated claims of widespread electoral fraud, not only cost him the presidency, but also sent shockwaves through the Republican Party. As a consequence, the GOP lost its majority in the Senate, a significant blow to their legislative influence. Trump's obstinate refusal to acknowledge the election results, despite legal defeats and lack of substantial evidence to support his claims, fueled internal discord within the party. While some staunchly supported Trump's claim, others in the GOP distanced themselves, recognizing the importance of upholding democratic norms. The Capitol Hill insurrection on January 6 further exacerbated the party's division and impacted its image. The effects of Trump's influence reverberated in the 2022 elections, with several Trump-endorsed candidates facing defeat, signaling a decline in his sway over the electorate. The House of Representatives was thrown into unprecedented chaos as Trumpist congresspersons disrupted proceedings. The upheaval began with the election of the Speaker of the House, an event that hadn't occurred in a century. Initially, Kevin McCarthy failed to secure a majority in his bid to become Speaker. After a series of negotiations and 15 rounds of voting, McCarthy finally assumed the role. However, his weak position, resulting from promises made to secure enough votes, ultimately led to his removal in less than a year, an unprecedented event in US history. This chain of events underscored the deep divide within the GOP, exposing internal turmoil and revealing the extent of allegiance to Trump among certain party members. The clash between loyalists and the more traditional Republicans highlighted the fragmentation within the party, prompting fundamental questions about its future direction. The GOP couldn't keep their leaders stable because they were fighting a lot inside. This fighting showed how much they disagreed about their beliefs. It made it hard for the party to work together and figure out what to do in politics. The Republican Party faces an intricate challenge, deeply divided between Trump's staunch supporters within the GOP base and a broader set of voters who are opposed to him. This division complicates matters significantly. In areas where the Republican vote is traditionally secure, known as the red districts, candidates endorsed by Trump or holding Trumpist views might have an advantage. However, this advantage diminishes in more competitive races and swing states where Trumpist candidates encounter greater resistance from voters who don't align with Trump's ideologies. This scenario puts the GOP in a dilemma. On one hand, selecting more moderate candidates for competitive races could improve their chances of winning. Yet, in the event of victory, this move might spark more internal conflicts within the GOP between moderates and hardliners, exacerbating the existing divide. On the other hand, endorsing Trumpist candidates in these competitive races might align with the preferences of the party's base but holds a narrow chance of success in swing states. This choice forces the GOP to weigh the trade-off between sticking with candidates closer to Trump's ideology and selecting candidates more acceptable to a wider voter base, which could potentially secure wins in crucial battlegrounds. This clash of ideologies and strategies underscores the complex situation faced by the Republican Party. The internal tension between those supportive of Trump and those seeking a more centrist approach threatens to splinter the party's unity. The necessity to navigate this delicate balance, appealing to the base while also reaching out to a broader electorate, places the GOP in a challenging position, as they must chart a course forward that minimizes internal conflict while maximizing electoral success. The situation the Republican Party is dealing with because of Trump's influence is something they've never faced before. Some people in the party might think if Trump wins in 2024, it could fix their problems, but it might not solve all the big problems they are having right now. The problem is that some in the party really like Trump, but they also need to get more people to like them to win elections. They are stuck between staying loyal to Trump, who doesn't stick to party's norms but has a lot of supporters, and trying to get more voters who aren't huge fans of Trump. This is a tough challenge for the party to figure out. They have to find a way to make both groups happy to make sure the party stays strong for the future. In this video, we have explored the challenges faced by the Republican Party due to Trump's influence, primarily focusing on practical problems and the internal conflicts he caused within the party. However, it is important to note that the discussion about the potential threat Trump poses to American democracy is beyond the scope of this video. Thank you for watching this video exploring the complexities Trump introduced to the GOP. If you found the content informative, please like it and subscribe to my channel. Feel free to leave any question or suggestion for future topics in the comment section. Thank you for watching, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video.